Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good evening, dear students, and welcome to our science class. So today is Tuesday, and the date is the 5th of October, 2021. After watching the small video, it was talking about what again? Huh?
I'm talking about trees, how to grow up, and how to bring food.
Excellent. How plants, they grow and how do they make food? Well done, well done. How do they grow and how do they make food?
They need sun. And they need water.
Water.
And they need air.
Air. Excellent. Now, do plants breathe? Yeah, Abdulaziz Amawi, do plants breathe?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, plants breathe. Excellent. Excellent, Ya Abdulillah Al-Badi. All right. Do you remember the name of the process that makes the plant make food and breathe? What was the name of the process? Anyone remembers? Start with
Environment.
Photosynthesis. And we said that photosynthesis is a Greek word. Photo means light and synthesis means collect. So collecting the light. Let's open the book all together. Okay. To page 168. 168. Please, Ismail, write down the number page on the screen.
Miss, page 168.
Yes, write it on the screen, please.
Okay. What? What is 168? I wrote it. 126. 160. I open it.
I open it من أول.
المس خرجت. أنا الأول.
No.
I am right here. I am right here. I am Mama. Okay. So page 168. We are going to learn about the process photosynthesis. Why does a plant make a photosynthesis? Because it wants to do what? It needs to make food. Excellent. It needs to make food. So, how does a plant make food? It uses the sunlight, the water, the air. What's in the air? Carbon dioxide. So a plant needs carbon dioxide. Where? From the air.
Miss, your sound is gone.
Really? How about now?
And now it's come. Now. It's going and coming.
So Habibi, now the plant needs sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide to make food. Where? In their leaves.
This is going and coming and lagging and going and coming and lagging.
Give me a chance, Ya Salim. Can you give me a chance? Do you hear me now?
A little bit better.
Alhamdulillah. So look at the green leaves. Over here, the green leaves help the plant to make food. So when I ask you, where does a plant make its food? What are you going to tell me? Do they make food in the stem?
From the plant.
In the roots or on the leaves?
Under the ground.
In the leaves. The leaves needs the sunlight and
in the leaves.
Water. Excellent, Abdul Ilah. And the water and the air, carbon dioxide from the air, to make some food inside the leaves. When sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide mixes inside the leaves make sugar. See? The leaves make sugar. Okay. First of all, do you know that sun gives you energy? And it passes energy? So the sun, when it gives sunlight to the leaves, it gives the leaves energy. And how does a plant produce energy again? It turns all the sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide, mix them all together and give you sugar. What do they give? Sugar. So we call a plant a producer. Why we call a plant a producer? Because a plant produces food on their own. So a plant produce what? Hi, Abdurrahman. A plant produce food on their own. They don't need
The plant
to
use food.
Excellent, ya Abdulillah. Abdulillah is today very active with the teacher. I'm so happy. Thank you, Abdulillah. So, a plant produce food. So, they don't need their mommies to feed them. They don't need us to feed them. They make their own. And they also give others energy. How a plant will give you energy? Take a look at the picture and try to tell me how this plant will give you energy. Plants, they produce what?
It has energy because the food that grows in it has energy.
Excellent. From where the fruit that grows in it have energy? From where? They got their energy?
From the plant. From the sun. From the sun.
Excellent. Ahmed,
the sun.
Why? And from the sun, because the sun gives them energy, and they made in the leaf they made the photosynthesis that makes or produce sugar. So when it produces sugar and stores sugar inside it, when you eat this plant, you took the energy was there. Is it clear?
Mr. Sounds like underwater.
What about now?
Now it's better.
Alhamdulillah, I'm really sorry. So the plant needs sunlight, water, carbon dioxide to get in. So it produces what? It will give you what? It will produce energy and sugar. It will produce energy and sugar. Now tell me if it's true or false. A plant makes its own food.
True.
What do you say? What about others? Hi, others.
Others don't.
Okay, guys, what do you say? Salim, does a plant makes its own food?
Yes. No.
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent.
No.
Thank you, ya Salim and Ahmed Zbedi. Hamza Habibi, a plant makes its own food. Do you know how? Because it takes sunlight, energy from sunlight. It takes water, also air, carbon dioxide, and then it produces sugar. What does it produce? Sugar. So it makes its own food. That's why we call plants producer. A plant is a producer. Now I want you to underline with me, please. What is a producer? Ya Abdul-Ilah Al-Badi. A producer is, see the page number is 168.
Yes.
Tell me, a producer is?
Different things that make its own food.
And who makes its own food? Animals? No. Who?
Trees.
Plants and trees. Excellent. So who's a producer? Only a plant is a producer. The only living thing that it makes its own food is who? A plant. Who makes its own food? Animals? A plant. Excellent, ya Hamza. So a plant is a producer. What is a plant? A plant is a, say it all together. A plant is a
producer.
Excellent, ya Abdul-Ilah Haddad. A plant is a producer. Everyone, a plant is a, all together, حبايبي.
Producer.
Excellent. Producer. Why? Because it makes its own food. Because it makes its own food. Okay. How the process is, how does a plant making its own food? With a process called photosynthesis. And we said photosynthesis is a Greek word, means light and collect. So collecting the light. What is the process? How do a plant make their food? Do they go to the kitchen and mix and cook? No, they make a photosynthesis. Now say the word after me. Photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis.
Excellent. Excellent. Bravo. Bravo, حبايبي. Bravo. Okay. Plants, they use energy from where? Sunlight to change the water and carbon dioxide into sugars. So, how they make their own food? How do plants they make their own food? Can you read for me? Ya Abdurrahman? Abdurrahman, where are you, Ya Abdurrahman?
Yes, miss.
Hi, Habibi. How do plants make their own food? With a process called?
Energy.
Photosynthesis.
Yes.
Photosynthesis. Say it after me. Yes, Habibi, you can go. Photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis. Can I go to the bathroom?
Yes, Ya Hamza. Yes, you can. All right. What does it mean, photosynthesis, Ya Abdurrahman? Can you read for me again?
Second set.
Yes, Ya Abdul-Ilah.
It's make this his own food.
The plant use what? Use the energy. Read from here, Ya Habibi Abdul-Ilah. Abdul-Ilah?
From where?
Here. The
Yes.
plant use the energy.
The plants use the energy from sunlight to change water and carbon dioxide.
Excellent, Ya Abdul-Ilah. So plant use the energy from sunlight to change. It will change the water and the carbon dioxide into sugar. So now, after photosynthesis, do you think the plant have energy or not? Hi, Abdul Aziz. When the plant turns everything to sugar.
And the plant have energy.
And when you eat this plant, Ya Abdul Aziz, Will you take this energy? Yes.
Yes.
Of course. Of course.
Yes.
Excellent. 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 Okay, did you all underline with me, Habibi? Everyone underlined?
Miss, wait, right now we're gonna do it.
All right. Photosynthesis happens where? Where do we said? Happens in leaves. So photosynthesis happens in root. True or false? Photosynthesis happens in roots. True or false? Hi, Ghazi. Is it true or false? Hi, Ghazi. The photosynthesis happens where? In roots or leaves?
Miss, I finished.
Leaves.
Excellent, ya Ghazi. So photosynthesis happens in leaf. The sun's energy is used to make sugar. Okay. The sun's energy is used to make what? Sugar. Very good. And the plant will store this sugar until someone comes and eats them. When you eat this plant, what happens? The energy will move from the plant to where? To you. Because you eat it. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, what do we call a plant? We call a plant a producer. What do we call a plant? Excellent. Why do we call a plant a producer? Why? Because it makes its own food. Excellent. Because it makes its own food. We still have 10 minutes, ya Habibi. The class is not finished.
Something.
When we eat tomatoes, we get energy from sugars that a tomato plant made and stored. Now, as I told you, how you have the energy when you eat this plant. When you eat the plant, you will have the energy it took from where? From the sunlight and water. Now, please, let's do this one. Who can tell me, what does a plant take in during a photosynthesis? What does a plant take in? Look at the picture and tell me. Hi, Saif, a plant will take in what? Look at the big picture, huh? Look at the arrows. What goes inside the plant?
Sunlight.
Sunlight. Excellent. The energy. The energy from sunlight. Excellent. And then what?
And then water
And
carbon dioxide.
excellent. Carbon dioxide. Very good. Very good. And what does a plant produce? A plant will give you what, ya Habibi? Who knows? A plant will produce, it will take all these during photosynthesis.
Energy.
Mix them all together. Excellent. It will give you energy from where?
From the plant.
Okay, plant. Plant during the photosynthesis, it will mix the sunlight and the water, the carbon dioxide, and make what? It will store what? Sugar. So
yes, Miss will make sugar for the mint sugar.
Excellent. So plants
Vegetables. For the vegetables.
Plant produce.
Plant produce.
Huh, what? Come on, guys, it's here. Plant produce
Sugar.
Sugar.
Yes, correct. So plant produce sugar. When we eat those plants, what happens?
Miss, this sugar is not sugar. It's sugar for the vegetables.
Sorry, again, ya Abdulaziz, what did you say?
It's not sugar. It's not really sugar like the sugar we eat.
Yes, it's not sugar the one you eat. Sugar, some sugar related to plants. So plants, they use the energy from sunlight, water, carbon
For the sugar.
dioxide, and they make.
It have the energy from the water and the air and the sun.
So they produce sugars, and sugars give you energy. Okay, guys. Now, the plant produce sugar and energy. Do you have them when you eat them?
Yes.
Yes, of course. Excellent. Very good. Did you finish writing, boys?
No, I have only one word.
Okay, I will wait for you.
Yes, I forward.
I finished.
Miss, I'm done.
Very good. We'll wait for your friends.
Done.
Everyone finished?
Yes. No, Miss. One more. Only give me 1 minute. Yes, I just have 2 more.
All right, Talal Iyad. Now tell me, ya Talal. Today we studied about something. What was it about?
What is it about?
Mm-hmm.
Reading.
Huh.
Yes, I finished.
Very good, ya Hamza. We talked about photosynthesis, ya Talal. Next time, please do not write in the chat and listen to your teacher. All right? Okay, Talal? We are talking about photosynthesis. What does photosynthesis mean? Who can tell me?
Miss, I finished. Sunlight and energy and sugar.
Okay, sunlight, energy, and sugar. What all these? These happens in photosynthesis. Okay, a plant is what? A plant is a producer or something else?
And the ocean.
Hi, Abdurrahman. A plant is what?
Plant is
Look at the screen, ya habibi. Producer. Why it is a producer? Because it makes what?
It makes a food.
Its own food. Excellent. It gives other energy. So anything that gives others energy, we call it a producer. The only living thing that makes its own food, what is it? An animal?
Energy.
A plant. The only living thing that makes its own food, we call it a producer. And only plants who make their own food. How do they make their own food? They use the process photosynthesis. And photosynthesis means...
Humans don't do their own food. Humans don't do their own food.
Habibi, humans, they need things to make their food. They need fruits, they need vegetables, they need coffee, they need water from outside. They don't make their own food inside their bodies. Look at the plant over here. They make their own food inside their leaves. Huh? Do you see Salim? Can you see? So where do they make their own food? Inside their bodies. They don't need tools. Yes, they don't need tools. They don't need anything to make food. They just take the resources from outside and produce. What do? They produce sugar and energy. Excellent.
Water and
when we put the tomato on our plate and eat them, okay, what happens? We get energy from the sugars inside the tomato that plant made and stored. Is it clear, boys?
Yes. Yes, miss. Yes. Of course.
I'll ask you again.
Of course.
One more time.
There is 1 more minute for the class.
Okay, one more time. One more time. We call a plant a producer. Why? A plant is a producer. Why?
Because he gives energy and take energy.
Because they make their own
inside their body.
They make their own food. Excellent. So why a plant is a producer?
An idea. Their own food inside their body.
Excellent. They make their own food. How do they make their own food? They need photo.
From sun, from air, from water, from...
What do you call the process?
Air.
The name of the process? Photo?
This is the class
Photosynthesis. Excellent. Photosynthesis. So photosynthesis needs sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide to store what? Sugar. To store what?
Miss Sugar mixes so much energy you can't stop running.
Okay, and when you eat Salim, these fruits or tomato or this plant, are you going to take
a lot of energy?
Excellent. You will take the energy from there. All right, boys, that was everything for today. We'll see you tomorrow, inshallah. Bye-bye.
Bye, Miss. Bye. 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 Bye.